Hello students, let us discuss chemical properties of group 14 elements. In that we have oxidation states and trend in chemical reactivity. Now if you see the oxidation state here, as you know very well, what is the electronic configuration? Ns2 Np2. Outermost valence shell electronic configuration is what? Ns2 Np2. Means in the valence shell we have the 4 electron, isn't it? Okay. So, group 14 elements have 4 electrons in the outermost shell. Common oxidation state is what? Plus 4 plus 2. Why? Because means if only here Np2 electron participate, you are going to get the what? Plus 2. If both are participating, then you are going to get the what? Plus 4. Okay. Carbon also exhibit negative oxidation state. Here we have the plus 4 plus 2. Okay. Along with that, carbon going to exhibit negative oxidation state. Let us see the example. If you take the methane, okay, in methane what happened here? Carbon hydrogen, okay. What is a carbon oxidation state mean? How you are going to calculate? You are assuming as a carbon oxidation number as what? X plus 4 into plus 1, okay. Why? Because means 1 hydrogen we have the plus 1. For 4 hydrogen we have 4 into plus 1. Total sum of the oxidation number should be equal to 0. That already we discussed in case of holes, okay. Now if you go further here, so what you are going to get? Minus 4 means in this carbon oxidation number how much? Minus 4. So carbon can also exhibit the negative oxidation state. Compounds in the plus 4 oxidation states are covalent in nature because the sum of the first 4 ionization enthalpies are very high. So generally, as you know very well, so oxidation number, if oxidation number increases means what? Covalent nature is going to be increases. So here plus 4 oxidation state having the what? More covalent in nature. Heavier element shows plus 2 oxidation states and the tendency increases in the sequence germanium tin lead here. So as you know very well, from the group from a top to bottom what happened? Plus 2 oxidation states stability going to be increases. Okay. Why? Because means due to the inability of Ns2 electrons of the valence shell to participate in the bonding. Simply here what is the reason means inert pair effect. Already we discussed inert pair effect means what? The reluctance of Ns2 electron to participate in the bonding is called what? Inert pair effect. So if you see here, electronic configuration, what happened here? Germanium tin lead onwards here. Along with the Ns2 Np2 we have the 3d, here 4d, and here we have 4f 5d electrons, isn't it? So what happened? Already we discussed. So d and f orbitals having the what? Post screening effect. So because of that reason what happened? So here, so outermost configuration with 6s2 6p2 if you actually remember the lead, okay. So here what happened? We have the 5d and 4f. So these having the what? Poor screening effects. Because of this reason what happened? The electron and what is the negative attraction of nucleus over the outermost shell going to be increases. So it's going to lose the only 6p2 and 6s2 going to be decreases, okay. So reluctance means 6s2 electron don't want to participate in the reactions. That's why it's going to exhibit what? Plus 2 oxidation state is stability going to increases means compared to plus 4 plus 2 is more stable. The relative stabilities of plus 4 plus 2 oxidation state vary down the group. Already we told, okay. Carbon and silicon shows plus 4 oxidation state. For example, here if you say the CCl4, okay. In CCl4, carbon oxidation state how much? Plus 4. If you take the silicon tetrachloride, what is the oxidation number of silicon means? Plus 4, okay. Already you know very well. For example, in this how you are going to calculate carbon, we have to find out mean we are assuming as a what? X plus 4 into minus 1. Why? Because mean 1 chlorine having the what? Minus 1 oxidation state. Total means how much? So you are going to get the home here plus 4. So plus 1 oxidation state. Here silicon also same. So chlorine having the 1 chlorine having the minus 1 electron, minus 1 oxidation number. So here we have the 4 chlorine atoms. So same you are going to get the what? Plus 4 oxidation state. Germanium forms stable compounds in the plus 4 state and only few compounds in the plus 2 oxidation state. So here what have carbon, silicon, we have the one germanium, tin, lead. Okay, so here what happened, carbon silicon can exhibit the +4, okay, isn't it, +4, but only here what happened, if you see the germanium form the stable +4 state and only few compounds, means here you can see the +4 and +2 oxidation state in case of germanium. Next, tin compound forms in both the +2 and +4. Here you can see for tin we are going to get the +2 and +4. Best example you can know very well here in Fossil's will be discussed SnCl2, SnCl4. Okay, here if you see what is the oxidation number of tin, means here +2. In this case what is here +4. So tin can exhibit one +2 and +4 oxidation state. Lead compounds in the +2 states are stable and in +4 state are oxidizing agent. So if you take the here a PbI2, okay, so what happened in PbI2, there means +2 is more stable. Why? Because means if you see the lead here outermost electronic configuration what we have, so we have the 6s2 6p2, isn't it? So along with that we have the here 5d, okay, 5, here we have the 5d electrons are there, 4f electrons are there. Okay, so as you know very well, this having the pore screening effect. So the what happen here, nuclear attraction over the outermost shell going to be increases. So it is going to what form only more stability you are going to get in the lead is going to get the what +2 state. Now what is the +4? In +4 states acting as a strong oxidizing agent means what? What is the definition of oxidizing agent? Mean it has undergo reduction. Means it what happen if lead, if you take the +4 oxidation state, it is readily take the electron. Okay, it is readily take the electron. For example, if you taking the 2 electrons, going to convert as a what +2. So here if you see the oxidation number +4 to +2 means decrease in oxidation number called as a what reduction. Once it is the species which undergo reduction is called as a what oxidizing agent. So in +4 oxidation state, it is acting as a what oxidizing agent. Carbon cannot exceed its covalency behind 4, but other elements of the group can do so because of the presence of d orbital. Here already you know very well carbon, silicon, germanium. If you see, so carbon belongs to what second period. Once the second period means we have only 2s2, 2p2. Okay, isn't it? So we don't have the what 3d, third shell is not there. Means d orbitals are not there. But in case of silicon, what happened? 3s2, 3p2. Once third shell entered means we have the 3d orbital. So carbon valency is only 4. Okay, but remaining, if you take the remaining elements, they can expand the valency. Why? Because means presence of d orbitals. This property already we discussed in the introduction of the word p black elements itself. Okay, the first element in the group is going to vary in the same elements of the group. Okay, this slide already we discussed what is the inert pair effect. This is we discussed in the what group 13. Okay, so thallium is +1 and here you can see that tin lead +2 oxidation state going to be increases. Why? Because means here for if you take the ns2, np2 is the outermost electronic configuration. Okay, if ns2 don't, if now it does not participate in the reaction, you are going to get the oxidation number how much? np2 means only 2. Okay, this already we discussed in case of inert pair effect in the group 13 also. So same slide I kept here again for the just recap. Next reaction with the oxygen. Okay, so on heating these elements form the oxides formula what MO and MO2 both. Okay, we have the monoxides and dioxides. Now oxides of elements at higher oxidation state are more acidic than those in lower oxidation state. Simple means what? Oxidation number is increases means acidic nature is going to be increases. Okay, acidic nature going to be increases. So more the oxidation number means more acidic nature. Now if you see the acidic oxides examples what we have, CO2, SiO2, GeO2. Okay, germanium oxide. Next amphoteric oxide. Amphoteric means what? Having the both acidic and basic nature. So we have the SnO2, PbO2, SnO and PbO. Next neutral oxides means they are not going to react with the acid and base. Okay, so carbon monoxide is a what? Neutral oxide. You have to remember examples. Next reaction with the water. Here if you see carbon, silicon, lead and germanium remain unaffected by water. Mean they are not going to affect by water. Here lead is unaffected. Here lead also going to unaffected. What is the reason means here? Formation of protective oxide film layer. Here there is a formation of layer of oxide. Because of that reason it is not going to affect by the water. Now if you see the tin decompose in steam to form the dioxide and dihydrogen. So here, so tin what happened? It decompose the water as a what? As a hydrogen and it's going to form the tin oxide. So you are going to get the means tin is going to what decompose the water, but that is also steam. Okay. Here we have the in-text question, that is what? Select the members of group 14 elements in that forms the most acidic oxide. First question is we have to find out which element is going to form the most acidic oxide. Second is what is the commonly found in plus 2 oxidation state. So we have to find out the element which is exist common in the plus 2. Okay, here we have the group oxidation number plus 4. Okay, isn't it? But even though plus 4 is there, but most stable oxidation state is plus 2 for the which element they are asking. Second question, that is. Third question, the elements which are going to use in the semiconductors. Okay, these are three questions are there. Now let us see the first, what is the answer? The what? The most acidic oxide. Here we are going to, carbon is going to form the what? Most stable acidic, most acidic oxide. Why? Because means carbon can exist in the plus 4 oxidation state. As I told, oxidation number increases means what? Acidic nature is going to be increases. So carbon is forming the what? Plus 4 oxidation state. So this is the element going to form the most acidic oxides. Next, commonly found plus 2 oxidation number is what? Lead. Why? Because means if you take the lead here, outermost electronic configuration is 6s to 6p2, isn't it? So here because of inert pair effect, here 6p2 electrons only participate, not the 6s2. Okay, so stable oxidation state for the lead is what? Here you have the plus 2 for the lead only. Next, the elements which are going to use a semiconductor means already we discussed silicon and germanium. They are in the ultra pure form. Okay, already we discussed in the introduction. Okay, in the ultra pure form we are going to use the silicon and germanium in the semiconductor and transistors. Next, a reaction with the halogen. Okay, when reaction with the halogen, here they are going to form the two types of halides, that is MX2 and MX4. So already we discussed here, for example, SnCl2, okay, and SnCl4. This is the, you know very well, carbon tetrachloride. Okay, these are the halides as you know very well. All members react with halogen directly except carbon to form the one halides under certain conditions. So they are going to react directly to form the halides, but exception is what we have, carbon. Most halides are covalent in nature. Here maximum they have in the covalent in nature and undergo what? sp3 hybridization and the molecule in tetrahedral shape, as you know very well. For example, CCl4. CCl4 in the, if you see carbon oxidation number, how much? Sorry, carbon hybridization is what? sp3. Once sp3 means, as you know very well, shape is what? Tetrahedral. Here tin SnF4 and PbF4 are exception with the ionic nature. All having the covalent nature, but exception is what we have, tin tetrafluoride and lead tetrafluoride having the what? Ionic in nature. Here PbI4 does not exist because the PbI bond initially formed does not release enough energy to unpair 6s2 electrons and excite one of them to higher orbitals to have 4 unpaired electrons around the PB atom. Here see, here lead what is electronic configuration, outermost valence cell, we have the 6s to 6p2, isn't it? Okay, so here if I want to form the lead tetraiodide means, here what happened, you need the 4 unpaired electrons are needed. Okay, if you see here ground state electronic configuration, we have the only 2 unpaired electron, isn't it? If this electron undergo excitation, then only you are going to get the what? 4 unpaired electrons, and that with the 4 unpaired electrons you can form the lead tetraiodide. But what happened here, first iodine is there, okay, it is going to form the bond with this one. Okay, so this unpaired electrons, okay fine, one first lead iodide bond is formed. So as you know very well, bond formation is what? Exothermic process. Okay, energy going to be released. that energy is not sufficient to excite this electron. Okay, so as you know very well, excitation, first excitation, second excitation, we are telling. Okay, for excitation we need the energy, but the energy coming from where, we are not giving. Why? Because means, as you know very well, bond formation is exothermic. Once the exothermic energy is going to release, means that energy is going to use for the what, excitation of electron from the one orbital to other orbital. So in this case what happened, after formation of first bond with the iodine, that energy is not sufficient to excite the electron from the 6s2 orbital to another orbital. So therefore here lead tetraiodide does not going to be exist. Here all tetrachloride except CCl4 are easily hydrolyzed by water because the central atom can accommodate the lone pair of electrons from the oxygen atom of water molecule in the d orbital. But here what happens simply means, as you know very well, carbon tetrachloride, carbon having the one second period, means we don't have the 3d orbitals are not there, mean d orbitals are not available. But after that, if you see the silicon tetrachloride, okay, it belongs to what, third period, means 3s2 3p2. Okay, along with the 3s2 3p means for us what, 3d orbital is available. So on reaction with the what happen, as you know very well, water having the lone pair of electron on oxygen atom. So on when reactive with the water, what happen, they can take the electrons from the oxygen and they can accommodate in the one 3d orbitals available. Why? Because means they have the empty 3d orbitals. So because of that reason, it is undergo hydrolysis. Okay, so here what happened, one chlorine is going to lose and one OH minus going to be here going to be replaced. So like that, if you replace all the chlorine atom, you are going to get the one silicic acid. Means in this you can see all chlorine atoms are substituted by the OH group, that is called silicic acid. Okay, so here simply what I want to convey here, this is a nucleophilic substitution reactions. Nucleophilic means what? The species which is going to donate the electron is called nucleophilic. Okay, what is a nucleophile, electrophile, that we will discuss in the what, organic chemistry. Simply here what happened, these as electron donors called as a nucleophiles. So now it is going to give the electron, and that electron silicon is going to accommodate in the 3d orbitals. So because of that reason, they are going to undergo hydrolysis, but not the carbon. Why? Because means we don't have the 3d orbitals available for the carbon. The heavier elements germanium, tin, lead also forms the dihalide MX2. So here they are also going to form the dihalide of MX2. The stability of dihalides increases down the group because of inert pair effect. As I told, compared to +4, +2 oxidation stability going to be increases down the group. Okay, so here you can see the stability of germanium dihalide, tin dihalide and lead dihalide. Considering thermal and chemical stability, germanium tetrahalide is more stable than germanium dihalide, whereas lead dihalide is more stable than lead tetrahalide. Here if you see the both thermal and chemical stability, what happened in germanium, our tetrahalide is more stable than that of the what, dihalide. In lead what happened, in lead dihalide is more stable than that of the tetrahalide. Okay, this is the stability based on the what, thermal and chemical stability. Means thermal, if you go for the heating, how it is going to, and reaction with the chemical stability means what, with the one species, how it's going to be reacted. Those are called as a thermal and chemical stability. Here we have in text question, SiF6 minus 2 is known, whereas SiCl6 minus 2 is not. Give the possible reason. Here if you see, for both, here we have the center atom what, silicon. Okay, so as you know very well, silicon belongs to what, fourth group, means my maximum oxidation number is what, +4. Okay, now here, so in the both we have the +4 oxidation state. How isn't it? I think you know the how to calculate. Let us see the example how we have to calculate. So silicon we have to find out, means we are assuming as what, x plus 6 into -1. Why? Because means fluorine oxidation number is what, -1. So 6 chlorine atoms are there. So 6 into -1. Here to charge on the what, charge on the molecule, you have to go for the equation. So this is a -2. Now if you go for the calculate, so finally how many you are going to get, +4 is the oxidation state. In this also same. So silicon we have to find out, So 6 chlorine atoms are there, chlorine. So chlorine, as you know very well, for halogen general oxidation state how much? -1. So here we have the -2 charge. So you have to go for the equal, that is -2. So finally you are going to get the what? +2 oxidation state in both the cases. And as you know very well, maximum oxidation number is equal to group number. Nothing but sum of the what? Here NS2 and NP2. So as you know very well, +4 is the maximum. Okay, here we have the silicon is a +4 oxidation state. Now what is the question here means? So if you see the question in silicon here, in silicon both, if you see the here, both are in the +4 oxidation state, isn't it? Okay, so here you can see that this complex is going to be exist. Okay, so you can see this is going to be exist, but not with the fluorine. Okay, so this silicon can hold the fluorine molecules, 6 fluorine molecules, but not the chlorine. Why? Because means here, as you know very well, compared to fluorine, chlorine having the what? Small size is going to be increases. So this silicon can hold the 6 fluorine atoms around it, but not the chlorine. Why? Because of some of size is more. Okay, it has to hold, means size has to be matched. So that chlorine, it is not, silicon does not going to hold the 6 chlorine atoms. And second is what? Interaction should be good. Okay, once they are going to form the bond, means interaction should be good. Here interaction between the lone pair of fluoride ion and silicon +4 is not very strong. So strong bond, they are going to form bond, means the bond should be somewhat strong. So what happened? They are not having that much of strong bond. Because of that reason, we don't have the SiCl6-2. Okay, here you can see first one, 6 large chloride ions cannot be accommodated around silicon +4 due to the limitation of its size. So it can, because of small size, it can accommodate 6 fluorine atoms, but because of large size, it cannot accommodate what? 6 chlorine atoms around it. Because of that reason, we don't have the SiCl6-2. Here we have the bond enthalpy. Bond enthalpy means what? The energy required to break the bond. So here if you see carbon, silicon, germanium, tin. Here we are talking about the what? In between the same elements. Okay, same elements are combining, that is called catenation. Catenation means what? Self combining. Here see carbon, carbon. We are talking about the similar elements. Silicon, silicon, germanium, germanium, tin, tin. So here if you see the bond energy for the carbon, carbon is more, means they are going to form the more strong bond. So here bond enthalpy you can see, so for carbon, carbon more, then silicon, germanium, then tin. Okay, so lead does not show the catenation. Catenation means what? Self combining capacity. As you know very well, organic chemistry, in organic chemistry we have the so many big molecules. Okay, we have the carbon going to form the very big chain. Why? Because means because of catenation. What is the catenation? And that we will discuss in the organic chemistry detail. So this is the bond enthalpy order, in that carbon, carbon having the more bond enthalpy.